Hey guys, Dane, Pouroznik here. A couple weeks ago, JustJargon made a video humiliating me in front of 500,000 people. So, like the YouTube snake I am, I'm going to capitalize off that recent success by having him on the show and both of us analyzing my content and ranking my videos in a tier list type status. Hope you enjoy.
I'm JustJargon, and this is
Movieunleashers.
what do you? First of all, let's just say, what do you think? Like, obviously, your opinion is the one that's going to hold more weight here. So, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, can't really look at your own work subjectively.
Exactly, but you have expressed to me a lot of negative feelings about Ditto Disaster, way more than a lot of your other animations.
Dude, Ditto Disaster I wrote when I was 13, okay? It's not funny.
It is funny. I love that video.
No, it's bad.
Everyone says that's their least favorite of them. With me, I still like it. Like, I don't think it's good because of the paper cutout bits, which I don't blame you for.
I didn't even care to like remaster those scenes. Oh, I literally have like 100 subscribers at the time, so I didn't even care.
I'm trying to imagine a 32-minute animation sitting on a 100 subscribed channel. I'd say it's a solid
C.
Huh?
C.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lavender Town. I would honestly put Lavender Town in S tier, honestly.
Like, but the story literally makes no sense. There's dead Pokemon that they can't see. I wrote it and I don't even know what I was writing. Though there was a deleted scene explaining things, but then I remember I saw like something online. The best horror movies are the ones that don't explain everything. I'm like, okay, I won't explain anything. And then it just, yeah.
Does that deleted scene exist somewhere, like as an animation, or is it just audio or a script?
No, it was just on the script, basically. Oh, can I bring up a funny story about Lavender Town? You know about this, but I'm just going to tell the audience.
Sure, yeah.
It was just when I got into grade 11, so... And we had a little bit of a film course. I really wanted to show like a little snippet from my starters episode.
Oh my god, I know what you're going to talk about now.
And I showed like the first 10 minutes to the classroom, like the full class. So I showed everybody. Everyone just looked at me like, "What the heck are you doing? Why are you making Pokemon fan fictions?" And they laughed at me for it, and they bullied me for it basically the rest of the year.
Oh, God.
And then I had the teacher come up to me and says, "Yeah, they didn't like the video, Dane. You know what? And you know what? Nobody's really watching your first episode on YouTube, so maybe you should try doing Minecraft Let's Plays instead." I'm dead serious. I had a teacher come up to me and tell me to stop doing animation and do Minecraft Let's Plays. I literally think that's why I put the car scene in the... I wanted to prove something because I was still a young kid, and I
feel like this is just a study on the effects of negative reinforcement.
Yeah, pretty much.
Most insecure people tier list video.
Me and you in S tier.
Yeah. What about Typomaniac? Okay. Let's just say
That's a lot of people's favorites.
I would put that in A tier. It's one of my favorites too, like, cause that was one of the ones I saw when I first found your channel, like, I think 6 years ago now. I think it was one of my favorites at the time. I did watch it a little bit ago when I was about to make my video on you, and I do say I don't think it aged as well as Lavender Town did.
No, I agree. It's so cheesy at points. Fennec is going to be taken into the government agency, and...
It goes nowhere.
It goes nowhere! I could have literally just cut it. Typomaniac's like a low A tier, B tier.
I would say A tier still. Okay, so then, alright, Final Night.
Yeah, Final Night 1. That one was just something I made on a whim. I'd say C tier, because the whole thing is just meant to be a misunderstanding for why the guy in the booth is scared, and how they accidentally kill him, and then they get in trouble for it.
I would say probably C tier too, because like it was just kind of forgettable, to be honest.
There's also like the final night. I actually tried my hardest to make as good as I possibly could, because the first one got so much attention.
I don't remember it that well. I think it was better than the first one. I don't know by how much. I think Ditto Disaster is better than Final Night 2.
Yeah, I would agree as well.
Yeah, the third one, okay, yeah, that's another thing. So the third one, that one...
Possibly A tier.
I'd say kind of B tier. I liked it, but it didn't make any sense.
Dude, the whole thing is a metaphor about the Final Night fandom.
I know, but I just mean the literal meaning. Like, a story can't just rely solely on its metaphorical meaning. I did like it more than the others, I'll say that.
There's like this weird artsy-fartsy section in it. Some of the jokes are snappy, and I do like a thing where I don't completely throw the entire fandom under the bus.
So what are we gonna put that in? You think?
High B tier. So.
All right. Well, yeah.
And I really like Springtrap. He's a fun character to write for.
Oh yeah.
My interpretation of Springtrap, at least. PewDiePie movie trailer gameplay guy.
Are we gonna rate the un-George Lucas one or the?
It's the same video, just change one thing. I'd say B tier because it's just a fine 3-minute video.
Yeah, I'd say low B tier because.
But remember when PewDiePie actually left YouTube earlier this year when he did this little break? A comedy did crash.
PewDiePie's videos were the only thing keeping the virus back.
Yeah, oh boy, and next is an obvious D tier pick for me, or even F tier.
Outside in 1 and F tier?
Yeah, it sucks. It's awful.
I don't think it's
so slow
bad. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's F tier bad. Like
outside in, there's like no music half the video. It's just dead silent, and then talking, and then like very long pauses before the other person speaks. And I did add a little bit of a jump scare. I think the jump scare is the funniest part of the video because you can't make a joy jump scare. It's scary no matter what.
Out of the Rain. Like, let's just rate the whole thing right now.
Okay, I have a lot of problems with Out in the Rain. I felt like I dragged it out way too long.
The pacing is the biggest issue. I do like a lot of it. I do think it takes itself a little bit too seriously at points. The pacing works with the 6-episode structure, and I do think you had the thing written by the time the strike happened, altered it a little bit to fit that, and that kind of shows, I think.
There's that part where they're sitting in the cafeteria, and there's no one in the cafeteria but them.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Matt Damon and potatoes. What?
When I saw your channel, I avoided that video for like, I'd say 5 solid years.
Why?
I guess it's just because it looked weird. I don't know. I just didn't watch it,
and that was like a challenge to make an animation in under 24 hours.
Oh, I see. So another one of those. So what tier? I'd say
C.
All right, the not so good dinosaur.
Okay, I gotta come right out and say, I kind of like that video. I think the art style is disgustingly bad in it, though. The backgrounds are so poorly done.
I'll admit, I just don't like it in general.
Go ahead, put it in D tier. I could totally see why. Like, this is like a low C tier. Like, the movie sucks, too, so I guess it's
yeah, but
pretty on par.
The movie was missing some of the best bits, which was, crushing the kid, flushing him down the toilet, and getting locked in the insane asylum. Alright, yeah. So Zootopia parody next. Where does that fall?
I will refuse to watch that video. I haven't watched it since I made it, basically.
I've only seen that video once. I think
it's bad. It's bad. My humans are so ugly. Why did I draw them like that? They're so ugly. This one, the not so good dinosaur, and the first Outside In are my trilogy of
the Holy Trinity. So I think we finally figured out what can go in F tier, which is the starter's unaired pilot video.
That doesn't even count.
What are we gonna say if this entire time we don't put anything in F tier? Like,
let's put my entire channel in F tier. That's where it belongs.
Oh no, I know actually. Okay, Outside In 2. I would honestly say this should be in mid B tier because honestly, it's insane. It's like a fever dream.
I'm tempted to even put that in like low S tier, high A tier because dude, Outside In 2 is like so funny because I love like.
All right,
dark,
I'll go with you on that. Let's say high. Let's say like high A tier. Here's another I think F tier video, advertiser friendly edition. I know it's bad as the joke, but
yeah, I know, but like the advertiser friendly edition has some funny moments in it.
It does, I know, but
I think it's C tier. It's better than the original Outside In.
All right, Final Night 4.
But Final Night 4, the entire point of it is you can't move on from Five Nights at Freddy's.
When I first saw this and had no idea you were pissed off at the franchise, I didn't even get that. I didn't even.
I guess it's more subtext based than like in your face. I do think there's some interesting like effects that I do in it, like the
Yeah, I
hand
like the
coming out of
hand, you know, when it's holding Foxy.
and then like the entire like stage just rips apart, and there's like this weird like VHS filter. It is a low B tier. It's way too long though. It's 26 minutes. Okay, this is when the videos start getting good, and that's as soon as people stop watching. The Sing parody.
I really do like this video. Like,
I do think it's a weird way to introduce Dopo and Dane.
I mean, I don't know. I actually think it worked quite well because, to be honest, it established that, you know, Dane is the one creating the animations. And I don't know. I'd put that one up in low A tier, high B tier, maybe? How about Let's Get Personal?
Let's Get Personal. That one's good.
I like that one too, yeah. In general, I'd put the DDS episodes up there kind of with Brain Dump in terms of my favorite series on YouTube.
Oh, thank you. I say B tier because the DDS episodes get way better later on.
Yeah, well, all right, let's put that in high B tier then, I guess. Now, Waiting List.
Too venti for me.
You think so?
Yeah, this one's me trying to like explain to the audience that I'm disappointed with myself.
I like this one, but I'm kind of biased. You know, it's kind of relatable, but I don't think that's a fair way to say it's good. I'd say high B tiers. All right, budget cuts.
Budget cuts. That's an A tier for me.
I like a lot of the visual effects you do with this one, though I feel like the message is really passive-aggressive and venti.
Oh yeah, it is. It is, of course.
Should we count Starter's A Christmas Thing as the unaired pilot? I mean, it's not even finished, so I don't feel like...
No, yeah, it's not finished.
If Ditto Disaster had been solely in construction paper, it wouldn't have looked better, but it would have been kind of one of those things where it'd be like a good bare bones example of, you know, independent film. And I think it would have been better as a result.
Damn.
Should we count the Cuphead video as animated? I feel like...
It is half animated because the cup I animated onto my face.
Okay, let's count it. I'd say...
Okay.
I'd say the Cuphead is an S tier video.
You think so?
Again, in sheer enjoyability, I love that video, but... Okay.
Make fun of ironic parodies by making an ironic parody.
No, you're worse than that. You're not even making fun of them. You're insulting ironic parodies by making it an ironic parody. You're saying ironic parodies are bad by making an ironic parody. You can be very hypocritical sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Materialistic vloggers. Okay, like, what do you think about that one?
I really like that video. I like the energy to it.
To be honest, I think it's one of your best, honestly. I'd say that one should be low S tier to me.
Yeah, I think it's like high A tier, but because I think the Johnny Got His Gun parody is a little... Oh, it's not that obscure. Like,
is it?
Metallica used it in their one music video, and they actually own the rights to the movie.
Starter's Rare Candy. What do you think about this one?
Starter's Rare Candy, there's a lot of trouble making this video. This was one of the hardest projects I had to make. I was so stressed out. But Rare Candy was actually my attempt to do a 80-minute animation because...
Well, it didn't work. It's not 80 minutes.
Well, remember I was going to cancel this stupid thing. You were the fan that DM'd me and convinced me not to cancel.
I hope that wasn't too manipulative on my part. All I was trying to say was that, you know...
Well, no, it did help me because, you know, you told me just to work with what I had at the time.
Oh, wow. So I'm responsible for the non-director's cut, the normal cut of Rare Candy?
Well, I probably would have just abandoned it if it wasn't. And I probably would have went straight to Project E.
So did I do you a favor or not?
I like Rare Candy because it's very self-reflective on me trying to please people or trying to do the right thing and then just making everybody mad at me.
Yeah, because that is the moral of that animation at the end. But maybe low S tier.
Even with the condensed version, it's still like a
I would say it would definitely
video.
be an S tier if it was the normal if it was the version that you explained to me.
Yeah, the original planned
I'd
version.
say high A tier, low S tier as is. Yeah, answer the spark more questions. This video, for me at least, I thought there were some okay bits, but I didn't like it nearly as much as the other DDS episodes.
Well, it's kind of like a subversion where it makes it look like it's a regular question video, but then it turns into like an animation.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I will say it does have a bait and switch.
It's like C tier.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
The Let's Player problem, which was originally called the Fortnite problem.
Yeah, I really like. Okay, this and the Materialistic Vloggers, yeah, are my two favorites. I'd have to say.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's an S tier for me as well.
Yeah, same actually.
It's a legit remake off of this old video I made called Selling Out. playing video games online makes you sell your soul to the devil. So
Reinventing myself. That one, and for me,
okay.
Yeah, this one I think is one of my least favorites, not because it's bad, but because there's just not much to it. I do like the part where you come out and you're just like got the photoshopped version of your head and just that's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, that was when I was trying to do the weekly videos, so I was trying to pump them out.
Darn. Baldy's childhood. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, go.
This was just an experiment. Guess what? I literally did not write a script for this. I wrote the script for the Make More Baldy Basics animations first. And then I'm like, oh, what should I do with the Baldy animation? I was just, okay, and then I literally improvised in front of like a microphone.
Your most viewed video is improvised, and you're an animator. Yes. For the longest time, I had no idea that the Make More Baldi's Animations DDS episode thought of prior that you knew Baldy would take off. But that being said, why the did you not make it something that you could be proud of? That is your most popular video, and you knew it was gonna take off, you idiot!
The Baldy video in between the DDS shorts was meant to, like, I wanted to have an overarching story with my channel, like the in-character Dragon Dane makes the Baldy animation and instantly regrets it, and that's the joke. So those videos are like brother and sister videos.
You know, if this was a narrative thing, I could fully understand, but the fact is, like, that Baldy video genuinely upset you because of how popular it got. Like, it's almost like somebody has handpicked the videos you like the least and made them popular.
I don't think it's as bad as like some of the Pixar parodies. It's just mediocre, basically.
Yeah.
Make More Baldi's Basic Animations. That one's very meh as well.
I'll admit, I really like that one. I like your performance and how genuine you hate every...
Entertainment All Day Every Day is probably my personal favorite video. I tried to get as much bleed over as I possibly could. That's literally why I wanted to do the...
Yeah, you made your channel trailer during the time the Baldy video was popular. I'll admit, I don't like it as much as I like the Let's Player Prom or Materialistic Vloggers. I do like it, though.
But I like the psychological horror in it. What's the next one? The How to Capitalize on YouTube Drama?
Yeah, I like that one. It's kind of a meh video, though.
It is a meh video. I didn't even tag it with DDS, I noticed.
It's kind of a parody of one of those, you know, those old VHS tutorials on things.
Yes.
My very own TV show. I personally think that one, I kind of like it on the same level as How to Capitalize on YouTube Drama.
Believe it or not, that's a deleted scene from Project E that made it into my
really?
DDS. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably agree mid-B tier for that one. It's probably on par with How to Capitalize on YouTube Drama to me, but...
I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, but Baldy Gets Fired. That's an A tier for me.
I actually kind of think so, too. That video is pretty funny.
I'm like, okay, I got a big audience. I'm just going to screw with them now.
Oh, instead of making something good, I'm going to make something that makes fun of the audience. And that stuff, it's funny. It is, but not to the people who are going to actually be watching it. Goombas with Hands, I think, again, it's decent. It's a good way to start off the series, but I don't think it's a really...
It was just a test to animation style.
I would say that is a low B tier, high C tier video. Alright, Baldy's Magic Ruler, Part 3.
That one's a high B tier. I basically just try to make it like Mimi troll video like Outside and 2.
Of course you did. Cynicism Sells, the DDS episode. To me, that is my absolute favorite DDS episode, though I don't know if I'm biased in that regard because that is a message I really relate to and a message that was conveyed, I think, really well and metaphorically. Or there's a lot that one can derive from that meaning.
Like, there's a gray area, too. It's like, is Dopo egotistical for not wanting to be compared to Carrie Cranberries? Or is he just trying to keep his integrity up?
You did 100% feel the thing with Dopo. you know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Critique Cop. What do you think about this one?
It's another video where am I being an with these stupid videos?
I'll admit, I think this one is a one. Partially it's because of the animation. I'll admit I don't like the animation in this one as much as I like the...
Yeah, I tried to switch it up.
Like, I like the message you're conveying here.
It's not as, like, punchy as some of the other ones. Like, over the top, even. Yeah.
So, Coin Block Trick to Get Rich. I like this one.
I think this one's the best way I could do, like, a chill vibe in a video. I would give it an A tier, in my opinion. Yeah, I like revisiting the Goomba stuff. Those are some of my best parodies that I've done ever.
I think Starters and DDS beats out pretty much everything else.
Oh, of course. Down the Warpipe, that's another, I think that's like a...
I think that one is a little bit below Coinblock How to Get Rich one.
Yeah, I agree. The Goomba's Crushing Realization, though, that one's not that good.
I like it. Like, I don't think it's the best one. I think it's,
It's just made to keep the story going.
Baldi's Basics crossover. Now, I think this is the point where we should mention, this is where I start coming into the videos. I just like how off the walls it is.
I did like the Zardos parody opening. I think that's an in-joke that only I would get. I think it's self-indulgent in that way. Super, super on the nose.
It's super on the nose, but that still didn't work. Like, people still fell for this video.
But he literally says in the video, oh, we're in some buzzword Bobby video. This entire point is to pander to the lowest common denominator. It used to be a DDS episode, but I guess, I don't know what happened with that. The Yoshi Experience. It was the second episode that I made after that and held on to it for like 4 months. Because that's why I put the Baldi Crazy crossover, because I wanted to try to get some bleed in, because I was very proud of that video and still am. That's an S tier for me.
The Princess Peach problem. What do you think about that one?
Like the visual design, like I'm very proud of how that video looks.
Like I like the design of Bowser, though Princess Peach just looks inherently just mid to high B tier, maybe high B tier.
Sounds good.
Mario has infinite 1-ups. What about that one?
That one sucks. That was just a filler video because I'm trying to get the videos out weekly just because I need more time on Detective Pikachu.
I'll admit I didn't like this one. It's kind of got some funny jokes, I guess.
Yeah, I think I made it a little too long.
Maybe lower B tier for me, but
yeah.
The blue Mike Wazowski. S tier. S tier.
Yeah, okay, that's an S tier.
Okay, but no. Here, I feel like we should explain. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. Joke is we were making these Photoshop edits, and he was making this edit with Mike Wazowski. And he colored him blue by accident because his screen is set to very low blue light output because that damages your eyes. The blue Mike Wazowski, that sounds like a commentary channel.
I went and wrote it, like, with all the jokes that we went over. And I looked at that, and I'm like, this is going to be so stupid. I mean, that's kind of the point, but...
The entire time, there's an insane aggressive overtone to Dane's delivery, but it inadvertently made the video so much better than it normally would have been.
Next video, lots and lots of Koopas.
Okay, this one I don't really...
In a bigger picture, it would look better, basically.
Yeah, I think the message is kind of ham-fisted, to be honest.
Yes.
I mean, I'd say maybe low B tier, but what Toy Story 4 should have been.
I don't think you could even rank this one because it's just so weird. Let's just put it over here, okay? It's just like...
Alright, Starters, Wild Orange Berries.
Another video that... pretty much everyone volunteered to be in the video.
In terms of voice actors, I'm in it, Salty DK Dan is in it, and actually Dylan the Hacker plays a role in it. Yeah, and not to get on a sad note here, but this video, as you guys might know, Dylan actually died. He actually died the day before this video came out, and he had a voice role in it, and Dylan was a great guy. And
he was a great guy. I had a lot of fun with him.
We weren't great friends, but we talked every now and then, and it was fun.
He was one of the first YouTubers that actually reached out to me, and we did like a little collab that never got released back in like 2016.
Ooh, show the audience a snippet, because it's not going to get released under any circumstances.
It wasn't that close with him either, but he was a really fun guy to hang out with. Wild Orange Berries, that's a high A tier, because that one's one of the most polished videos I made.
It definitely felt more held back because of the algorithm.
Like, I think the pacing is a little too fast in it as well. Steve in the Bees.
So that is the 3rd time that you have referenced Minecraft with Gadget. Someone said, this guy managed to succeed at making Inspector Gadget threatening. That almost should be put out there alongside Toy Story 4. 1 shell, 2 shell, green shell, blue... Wait. 1 shell, 2 shell, green shell, red shell. You could have called it...
I didn't know what to call this. I literally just wrote the script because I was venting. Yeah, but no, it's a little... It's like mid-B tier again.
Yeah,
how many videos are in mid-B tier? I guess I'm the king of mediocrity.
Yeah, so Starters Season 1 Galar Edition. That one is just a meme video. I do like it. I think the joke's pretty funny.
Yeah. I remember I posted the video, and then right after I got rushed to the hospital. And that was the day before my birthday.
But Dane, you feel immense pain after every video you release.
Oh, yeah!
Why didn't you include Ditto Disaster?
That one's not canon, Jargon, remember?
Yes, it is!
No, it's not, because Mudkip doesn't have a mustache, and Chessman says, oh, where's Fennekin? Then why did I put the Lugia with stitches, then? I don't...
Yeah, he has stitches in Starters episode 3, and then he died in the prior one by being ripped in half, so I guess... Blue Mike Wazowski, it's canceled.
Is that an S tier?
Yes, it is.
I love the description. It just says he's back.
This one was completely just you, and you in every way top the original. It's both a great continuation of the story. You bring in a whole bunch more memes to it.
Yeah, I made it to surprise you as well.
Yeah, you did. And it came out on Christmas.
Yeah.
It said Merry Christmas.
DreamWorks tier list is technically animated.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that video is pretty much the same thing we're doing right now, so...
Put it in the question mark.
Yeah, I'll admit, I do really like that video. I think it's genuinely really funny.
I like it too.
Okay, then the Ashbricky Chowchilla song music video.
That one's decent. I actually really like the guy's music.
I'll admit, I like the minimalistic style, but I don't think it lends itself to as much movement. It does feel a little bit stiffer than the other one. Yeah, and it did feel at times like you didn't know what to put on screen.
Great song. Go check the guy out. He's got way more music.
And last of all, the update video, because that technically was animated for some portion of it.
Yeah, it did. And there's also, like, the Project Eve animation tests in it as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well...
That was a test video. We totally forgot about test video.
Okay, yeah, test film. That a video that you made in preparation for the first Starters episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not much happens into it. The audio is ripped straight from a Smosh parody.
You reviewed it really well, though.
Oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I? I have a dedicated video on my main channel from 2 years ago about that video. God, I miss the days when I could do anything I wanted.
That was before we started talking, too.
Yeah,
like,
it was. I'd say that video, maybe D tier.
I mean, I made that 9 years ago is when I was like 13, and then now I'm making like this other test film, which I ripped YouTube audio off again.
Wait a second.
What?
At the end of that video, I said I'd make a 30-minute deconstruction of Test Film 2. Are you telling me...
Oh, no. That's test film 1.5. My real test film is going to be my full-length movie, okay?
Are you telling me I'm gonna have to do a 30-minute deconstruction video on a furry movie?
Yes. And the final results for the tier list is... Subscribe for more garbage. Oh yeah, I forgot about these videos. Maybe we'll save the lost videos for another time, alright? Bye-bye.